Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kami and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, which means I go out to yard sales, thrift stores, antique malls, all sorts of places, and I find clothing, shoes, and accessories, mostly for women, but also for men and children as well. And I sell them online for a profit as a side hustle. So today we are going to be shipping out my weekend sales. So between Saturday and Sunday, I had 17 items sell. However, 2 of them I got out early Saturday morning. So we are going to be packaging up this big bag of 15 items, and it's going to be more like a chatty kind of video. The last video I did like this, I included information about what it sold for and things like that. But now that I am back to doing what sold videos, I'm going to include most of that information over in a video going over this week's sales. So today's just going to be like a chit chat, ship with me type video. So if you're interested in watching, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel and you like reseller related content, please feel free to subscribe. I am trying to get my subscriber count up, but also I would just love it if you would do that so you can see more content from me. I'm trying to put out videos semi-consistently and get back into YouTube after being gone for about a year. So thank you guys for clicking on this video, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I do have a Starbucks drink here to get me through this because this is a lot of shipping. So I did want to give you a little bit of details. So in total, like I mentioned, between Saturday and Sunday, I did have a total of 17 items sell. Like I mentioned, 2 of those did already go out in the mail. So I have 15 here, but in total, it was $450 worth of sales. And my net profit on those 17 items was $262.21 after platform fees and cost of goods, any shipping discounts. All of the items here that we'll be shipping are actually going out through Poshmark, but the 2 sales that went out Saturday morning, one was Poshmark and one was Mercari. So all of these are gonna be Poshmark, so I'm going to be using all USPS packaging materials. I will use the padded flat rate envelopes, the Tyvek envelopes, and various boxes, which I'll show you guys as we go through those. But usually what I do, you can see part of it, but I usually lay out all my items and I will pull off of a roll of thank you stickers, however many I need to do, and I will put those on all the items at once, just so that it's already on there, and that seems for me to make my shipping process go a little bit quicker. So I am going to be right back. I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about shipping. All right, so I do have stickers on everything except for the items that are going in boxes, because then I typically put those thank you stickers actually on the box. But I did have 3 bundles of 2 items each. So I definitely have a lot more Tyveks that I'm going to be using today than normal, but this is my favorite material to use from USPS if it's going priority mail, and specifically through Poshmark. But this is the padded flat rate envelope. So it's an envelope, it's kind of like a poly mailer, then it has a little bit of padding on the inside. For me, this sticks really well. I've never had a problem with it, and I just really like using this size. So I have 3 items that are going to go in there, and then I have quite a few items that are going to go in Tyvek envelopes, and then 3 items that are going to go in boxes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this, and we'll just see how long it takes us. All right, so what I figured I'd do is still kind of tell you a little bit about the item. I just won't go into details on how much it sold for and everything, but you guys can check out my what sold video that should be coming out in the next week or so over this week's sales. I've been doing Wednesday through Tuesday, so it should come out the later part of this week. But this was a torrid, and I should be putting up a picture here, a torrid notch knit top. It has some embroidery on it, floral, very pretty, size 3X. I typically only pick up torrid items that are 3X and above, occasionally 2X, but I really do not like picking up 1X and below, because I just feel like in this brand, people typically that are looking for it to purchase torrid items are typically in those bigger sizes, myself included. So yeah, I picked that up. I actually think this is an item that my mom picked up at Goodwill for me to try on, and I just didn't really like the way it looked on me, because I'm not really dressing up to go too many places working from home. So but I ended up just deciding to sell it. So Speaking of my mom, she is a reseller also. She has now gone into partial retirement, so she's really trying to ramp up her reselling business. She's been reselling almost as long as I have. She started a couple months after I did, so I will put her Poshmark, she's only on Poshmark right now, but her Poshmark closet name here and linked in the description box below. But this next pair is, I don't know what it is, but it is a pair of Free People Flare Cowgirl jeans. These were totally adorable, and I've been doing really well with flare jeans, so I was happy to pick that up. And I had been getting quite a few lowball offers, but this one was a pretty decent offer, so I typically will only cross-post to Mercari or eBay things that fit in this smaller size of clear bag because I only have poly mailers that fit that size. So I'm thinking about getting some bigger ones, but right now this is working for me. And besides this weekend, I do typically have a couple of eBay sales per week. So this is another pair of jeans, and this brand, if you can see it, is Imogene and Willie. I found this while we were visiting some family in another town, and I looked it up and comps looked really good. I've never heard of it before, and I did post a story on my Instagram about if anyone had ever found these, and I think only a couple people had said they had found this brand before. So I'm also going to put my Instagram handle here and in the description box as well. If you want to go and follow me there, I don't post every day, but a couple times a week, and it's just fun to be a part of another social network that is primarily, at least for that one, you know, I have my personal Instagram, but I really like having that for reselling. All right, so I'm gonna package up the 3 bundles that I had, and luckily they're all going to be able to fit in Tyvek envelopes. So this is what the Tyvek envelope is. It's a Tyvek material. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of partial plastic, I think partial paper. But I really like these for the items that are in my bigger clear bags, and then also, you know, multiple items that will fit in here. So I do like picking these up as well. I don't use them as often as the other ones, but today I am. This pair, a couple pairs of shorts. My husband found one while we were thrifting in Charleston, and they were Athleta. They had a bunch of Athleta items, and these were just 2 items that I just decided what we did when we were there, picked up all of them that I thought were in really good condition that I possibly might wear. I tried on all of it and decided what I wanted to keep and what I didn't, and I knew whatever I didn't want to keep I could sell. So these are 2 of those. They're the mesh racer shorts. This one's like a dotted blue print, and this one is a green camo print. And so someone liked these 2. And I do have Posture VA for sharing and sending out bulk offers, but I do not have it send out offers on likes because I like to look at the item, see how long I've had it, and then I will send a offer on that item depending upon how long I've had it, my cost of goods, and all of those things. And so if it's something that I've had a really long time and I'm willing to do more than just, you know, 10, 20, 30%, you know, I like to send out those more specialized or personal offers on those items. So my mom has some success with doing the automated offers through Posture VA. So I definitely think there's benefits to both, but right now this is just what's working with me. Anytime someone likes something, I add it to a bundle, or multiple things too. I add it to a bundle, and then I send them an offer, and then I have a little message that I will comment, but just basically saying, thanks for checking my closet. I've sent you an offer in case you were interested in purchasing. So that's probably how I get 50% or more of my sales. But this next set of items, the same thing happened. Someone bundled these, liked them, I bundled them and sent them offers. So this is a Vanessa Virginia, which is an Anthropologie brand top, and it's, I don't know if you can see, they're like black heart print. And this is a Matilda Jane, which if you don't know, this was an MLM brand, but they went out of business the end of 2022. So but yeah, so someone liked these 2 and I sent them an offer and they accepted. So we got those 2 items going out. This weekend was kind of really good for sales for me. I have really pretty good weekends, where I'll, in total sell about 10 items. So 17 was definitely on the higher end for me. And I don't really know what that is, but my mom also mentioned she had some really good sales this weekend too. So anyway, okay, so this next bundle is two Zaya, ZYIA brand items. Zaya is an MLM and it is still in existence. I think it's a relatively new one. Their stuff does have really good quality and it seems to sell very well for me. I do not support MLMs. However, it's already purchased. It's at a thrift store or a garage sale. I'm not contributing to that actual company, but I will pick it up to sell secondhand. So this was a teal greenish perforated long sleeve, and this was a green, I can never tell the difference, heathered or space dye, actually men's, and this was a women's like hooded top. So bundled those two. Drink break. All right, so I have 3 more tie back envelopes because I like to put, like I mentioned, the stuff that fits in the bigger clear bags that I store everything in. I fit these into the tie back. Now there is one item that is in a bigger bag, but it's bulkier, so I'm gonna put it in a box. But we'll go ahead and get these taken care of. Now, normally I will have my iPad here while I'm shipping and I will watch a YouTube video from another reseller. I also watch a couple of true crime makeup. I think you've kind of seen those. Bailey Sarian, the Crew Crime, I can't remember, Sarah, I think is her name. So I listen and watch to those kind of while I'm doing this, as well as when I'm doing reseller tasks like photographing, measuring, weighing, all those things. I find that watching something kind of helps keep me motivated and makes me not want to stop. But that was a carbon to cobalt, like red and blue, like sweater top. I've heard that's an amazing brand, and I picked up, I think 2 or 3 things by that brand, and that's the first to sell, and it took a while to sell. So I'm not sure if it's a good brand or not, like if I'm going to have success with it, but if you've had success with it, make sure to comment that down below. This is a pair of Athleta Lagoon pants, and it is linen. I don't know if it's full linen or linen blend, but these sold today. All of the USPS materials that I'm using are free, and as long as you're using them for priority mail items. So you can just go to the USPS website and you can order them, and they ship free to your home, and they just come through USPS. So I like stocking up on those items. This item is a dress by the brand Bowden. I really love picking up their dresses. This I also got in Charleston, and it is this beautiful white floral embroidered dress, and I haven't had it listed very long, and someone asked me for a couple of measurements on it. Typically I only put measurements on pants, and then anything else, for instance on this dress, I'll get it for them. I just don't typically measure and put it in the listing, but someone asked me for it, those measurements last night, and then they sent me an offer. I did counter a little bit because it was a little bit low from what I was wanting, seeing as how I just listed it, but they accepted, they countered, or they sent me an offer. I was going to counter, but today is closet clear out. I forgot it happened this morning. And so I told them I could lower the price to this amount. I think it was $38, and they would get discounted shipping from Poshmark, and they purchased it that way. All right, so as I mentioned, I do have 3 items that are going out in boxes. So this first one was a Kashik bra. I do like picking these up if I can get them in a bigger size and pretty cheap, as well as Torrid bras. NYX is a really great brand as well, but the more structured bras I do put in this box. Now this is the box 4. It is 7.25 by 7.25 by 6.5. So it's a very pretty square box. So for bras, I put a layer of tissue paper underneath, put the bra in, making sure I don't squish it or anything like that, and then put some tissue paper on top. And then in this one, I put the thank you sticker on top of this because it does not fit when you close this. Once I put the label on there, there's nowhere to put it that's not covering up all this other information. So I put on bras, I just put it right there on top of the tissue paper. I'm sorry if that's pretty loud. But let me put the label on this one. And we're good to go on that one. The next one that I'm going to be using, next box, is the USPS shoe box. It's literally just called the shoe box, but it's good for shoes. It's good for some other stuff too. You don't have to use it for shoes, but I sold this pair of UGG like loafer moccasins, and so I'm going to put those in here. I have a ton of this paper and a ton of bubble wrap because, as you can see, my husband works in IT and they get a lot of equipment delivered, and instead of throwing it away, he brings it home for me. So it saves me money on shipping supplies, and it is reusing, and recycling. So reducing, reusing, recycling. So I appreciate him very much for that. I am just using the, this originally came on a Scotch tape, but I get the Duck packaging tape brand. I love it. No complaints there. So throw a little bit extra on here on the end. Okay, and then on this, I'm just going to stick the thank you sticker right next to where I'm going to put the label. And I use a Rollo wireless label printer, and I absolutely love it. Not sponsored or anything, obviously, but I do love it. Okay, last box we're going to use, and the last item, is this large flat rate box. And I'm only using this on this because it is a little bit more bulkier. So I have some paper down in here just to cushion it a little bit. And it fits perfectly on there. And now tape. Now I did already put the thank you sticker on that item, so I'm not going to put it on the outside of the box, but just going to put the label on here. And that is it. We are done shipping for the weekend sales. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys like this type of ship with me, let me know. Typically, I don't have enough to do because I ship every day, except for Sunday. I don't have enough to do a daily ship with me's, but typically if I have a long weekend, like a holiday weekend, or a lot of sales on the weekend, like this weekend, I like doing these. It gives me a chance to just be a little chatty and have a little virtual company while I'm shipping. So thank you guys so much again for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up on the way out, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.